Okay, today for math, we're going to continue looking at dot plots. Okay, so I wanted to look real quickly again at the keywords we wrote in our notebooks yesterday. So for add, we need to remember that if it says and, like Paul and Ricardo, green and red, then that means you need to add those two together. Okay, if it says total, we add in all, or, so this is the main one that we're probably not used to seeing, but they do it a lot with graph problems. If they say green or red, then usually you're going to have to add those two, okay? So if it's asked you for how many people had 1 or 2 pets, then that means we have to add both of those together. How many children have 3 or 4 kids in their family? So 3 or 4, we need to add them, okay? Sum means to add, and combine means to add. Now the main ones you'll hear for subtract are how many more, fewer, difference, and left, okay? So that's your keywords. Make sure you have that to help you with your assignment today, okay? Now we're going to look at some more dot plots. So we learned yesterday that most of the time the dots are going to represent what? Children, people, or students.
Pets.
Okay, in this case, each dot stands for one child with that amount of kids in their family. Okay? So let's look at what this dot plot is talking about. We go down, find the title. Find the title and circle it. What is the title of this dot plot?
Number of kids and families.
Number of kids and families. So this represents 1 kid, right? 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids, because the title is telling me what those numbers are. Number of kids and families, okay? So let's look at number 1. It says, how many children have 1 kid in their family? So where do I need to go on my dot plot, Bryson? Okay, so when it said how many children have 1 kid, we need to go where on our dot plot? The 1, because this represents 1 kid. If you need to write that, you can do that. 2 kids, 3 kids. Okay, so for 1 kid in their family, there are 4 students that have 1 kid in their family because there's 4 dots. Okay. Okay, any questions on that, on number 1? Okay, number 2, it says how many children have 3 kids in their family? So where do I need to go on the dot plot to find how many children have 3 kids in their family? We go to the 3 because this is 3 kids. Okay, I look at the dots above it, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so how many children have 3 kids? 7. Okay, number 3. How many children have 5 or 6 kids in their family? Did we hear a key word in there?
Yes.
What is it, Javea? Jalen? She doesn't need help. Jalen? Or. So when it says or, that means I need to do what? Add. I need to add the dots for 5 and 6 kids. Okay? So I need to go up here, and I'm looking at the 5 and the 6. So So how many children have 5 or 6 kids in their family? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when it says or, that means you've got to count the dots for both of them. Okay, combine them. Number 4. How many more children have 2 kids in their family than 5 kids? What's the key word, Evangeline?
How many more?
How many more, and it means to subtract. Okay, how many more children have 2 kids in their family than 5 kids? So I need to look at the 2 and the 5, right? Let's get this back down. So for 2 kids, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for 5 kids, there's how many?
3.
No.
5.
Look again. I'm going to wait till everybody has the correct answer and they're not just shouting out some random number. How many have 5 kids in their family? 2, because we look above the 5 and there's 2 dots. So 6 minus 2 equals what?
4.
4. Good. Okay, I want you to try number 5 on your own. How many, this is a typo, it's supposed to mean how many children have 3 or 4 kids in their family? Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute or so to figure that one out. Bryson, turn around. Okay, so let's check and see what you got. How many children have 3 or 4 kids in their family? So what does that mean, Bryson, when it says 3 or 4 kids?
It means to add.
I need to add those 2. So on my dot plot, I need to go look at what? The 3 kids and 4 kids. So I'm going to group these together. The dots are 7 and 5. So 7 have 3 kids and 5 have 4 kids. So then we combine those dots. 7 plus 5 equals 12. Good. Okay, now we're going to use a different dot plot. 5 more problems, and then you guys are going to be working on your own on some dot plots because we need a lot more practice. Okay, so what is the title of this bottom one, Javea? Number of pets is what we're talking about on this graph. So if you need to, then you can go next to the numbers, and what could we write? 1 what? No, not 1 kid. 1 pet. So that means 1 pet. How many people have 1 pet? 4. 2 pets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 pets. 3 dots. So 3 people have 3 pets. Okay? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these numbers going along the bottom represent how many pets, okay? How many people have 5 pets, Bryson? 1. How many people have 6 pets, Jalen? 2. Okay. So number 6 says how many children have 4 pets?
4.
Allie?
It has 4 pets.
How many people have 4 pets? 4. Good, because if I look at the 4 pets, there's 4 people or 4 dots. Okay, number 7. How many children have 1 or 2 pets? So what do we do on that one, Javea? What do you think? It says we need to count 1 and 2, okay? So when it says 1 or 2, we have to count both. We need to add them. Okay? So on my dot plot, I need to group together 1 pet and 2 pets. Okay, so how many children have 1 pet? 4. How many people have 2 pets? 8. So 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay, now I'm going to let you guys try 8, 9, and 10 real quick, and I'm going to walk around the room and see if we're getting the hang of this, okay? And then we'll check when we're done in about 2 minutes. Okay, let's check number 8. Number 8, how many more children have 4 pets than 5 pets? So some of y'all went over and y'all subtracted 5 minus 4, but that's not what you needed to subtract. You're subtracting the number of children that have 4 pets and 5 pets, okay? So y'all knew that how many more meant to subtract, which is good, but we're not using the correct numbers. So we needed to go up to the dot plot and find the number of children that have 4 pets. How many children have 4 pets? 4. Okay. Now I need to go up to the dot plot and find the number of children that have 5 pets. How many, Kaylee? 1. Here's 5 pets, and only one child has 5 pets. So that's 4 minus 1 equals 3. Okay. Use a different color. Okay, so number 9 said how many children have 4 or more pets, okay? So 4 or more pets means what? Kaylee? Good, so I need to include the 4 pets in everything that's greater, because 4 or more means all the numbers greater than 4, okay? So this is the group we're wanting to look at. We don't just write 4, 5, and 6. We need to actually go back and count the children. How many children? Okay? Well, what do we need to count to know how many children there are? Aaliyah? The dots. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 9, we should have got 7. Number 10, how many children have 3 or less pets? So we count 3 or less. 3 or less means I'm looking at the 3, 2, and 1. So I count all the dots. So 4 plus 8 is what? 12 plus 3? 15. Did we get 15?
I got 12.
Got 12? Oh, maybe you were off. Well, 12, you must not have counted the 3 pets. So if it says 3 or less, you've got to count 3 and the numbers less. Okay? All right, so now for your assignment, or do y'all think y'all need more practice?
Need more practice. I don't want to do that.
Okay, well, I'll pull some of you guys to work on more problems before we start, okay? But this is what you're going to do. We're going to open our books to page 651, and we're going to do the Go Math page on dot plots, okay? So y'all can tear that out. Make sure you post a picture in Seesaw when you are done for those of you at home, okay? Front and back.